Heroine. This was one of those Kickstarter success stories, and it is a mix of elements that were inspired by Chrono Trigger, Suikoden, and Phantasy Star. The story is very similar to Phantasy Star. You're going to different planets. Your character is a member of an organization that was supposed to kind of like fight and protect and investigate things. One of the early segments even has you waking up in bed after a dream, which is kind of like an echo of Phantasy Star 2. So, and the battle system, it's very Chrono Trigger-like. They take place in the field. You'll see the opponents. You'll have the party of 4. They'll have different attacks you can use. There's even a festival in the very beginning. As far as the Suikoden references, you can recruit agents. Well, you have a large party of characters to choose from just for your general fighting things, but you also have spies you can recruit. We're going to go take a look at now. For story reasons right now, we only have the 2 characters in our party, Alyssa, who's the main character, and Cybe, who is basically a cybernetic ant who is also a bard, who also has technology skills. But, okay, so if I go down to party, these are some of the people that I've recruited so far. This was Ron Sinbel. I think I paid $10,000 to get him out of jail. So when I have him as my partner, I give an additional 20% damage to robots. There's Lorne, who is an information broker on the main first planet. Again, I think it was a $10,000 fee, and now I get cunning plus 15. Mike, I don't remember how I got him, but he's ailment resistant. Masa was just there when I started, physique plus 5. Dr. Manning, some of them I can't remember how I've gotten them. Pause was at the festival, and the original Chrono Trigger you fought like the robot, and here, instead of fighting a robot at the festival, you fight an alien cat with tentacles, and he gives a speed bonus. There was one here. Oh, I guess I haven't recruited him yet in this? Oh yeah, okay. I went back to a previous save file, so he isn't here. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this city. This is a whole new planet we're on. And there are some people who've been going missing. And we're gonna be trying to investigate what's going on. Stop right there and order the mayor. Excuse us, sir. Is there a problem? Oh, there are problems to go around. Shall we start with a dead API agent walking around my city? That's part of one of the plot points in probably about, I want to say, the first hour or so. Circumstances arise that cause people to think that Alyssa is dead. Obviously, she is not. So already Alyssa's been kind of making a name for herself. On the first planet, I think it's Urania? Oranu, I want to say is the name of the planet. And the second planet is Romu. That's where the ants live and people are all underground because of, icky natural rain and acid rain and stuff like that. I really like this game so far. The only thing I take issue with is the pacing. It almost feels like there are times when Cosmic Star Heroine is going too fast. Like, there are opportunities to go around and kind of explore areas and find new and different things. Like, you can find certain extra spies for your network only if you go out of your way to really look in these optional dungeon areas. But when you're going around the world, it really is, okay, there are 1 or 2 cities on this planet. You're going to go to them in this order. You're going to see absolutely everything. And that's just it. Oh no, the black lemonade is red. Oh yeah, in this planet, death isn't the end. It's very supernatural, so when somebody dies, their ghost gets put into a suit, and then they just come back, so I guess that really means this mayor's going to be along for a while. Hey! So now this happens, we can't leave the city, and it's pretty obvious what we have to do. And hey, Cece. We have to try and find representation for Alyssa to help clear her name. Now, the only issue I have with this is I'm just going to show there are some problems with Cosmic Star Heroine as they are. Is this the right building? Oh, okay, this is the building here. First, we're going to get the other guy in our party, get this kind of taken care of. It's Grimace. Grimace with a gun. He's very upset about how things went for him after McDonald's decided to just focus on Ronald McDonald. So once somebody joins your party, they're pretty much in your party for good. The only exception is this one bounty hunter that we'll come across shortly. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the one little... There's an array of different little bugs and errors, but here's one that just kind of annoys me a bit with this quest line. So over here, there is a terminal. It says, okay, to acquire the access card, go to the public thing here. This will say, oh, you have to talk to the front desk. So you go over to the front desk. And just say, oh, let me know if there's something you want to help with. And you can't ask for a card. So it's kind of like it walls you off in areas when you normally shouldn't have to be walled off. Okay, I'm going to buy some weapons, then we're going to get on with this quest line. Oh, this is the burger place. That's another thing, it doesn't really label the buildings that well. If you want to see where things are, you have to find a map terminal like this. The shrine is something that you have to come back to later. There are some ultimate attacks and ultimate weapons for some characters. One of them is Chan, who is a gunmancer. She's able to summon a whole bunch of guns and use them to attack people and things like that. And you have to take her to this shrine to get one of the skills. She's also one of my favorite characters, but we can't have her with right now. Sue is great. You can call him the boy named Sue. He was your former boss. He is absolutely fantastic. He should be around more often. Clark is also really good. He is the dancing robot who has Para Para Paradise kind of moves. You know, I'm tempted to buy that for him. If I remember right, I bought it, but I didn't equip it before. Let me double check. Because he has all the different items have different abilities tied to them and things like that. Firmware. Okay, that one is okay. Because there was... Oh, I know what it was. The thing that I had gotten before. Each character has their own accessories. And Side B, one of his accessories is Ancient Lore, which means the songs never end. So what happens is the Bard ability on there means when he casts a song, it just keeps going and going and going. Otherwise, it kind of ends on its own, or you can use another skill to end it to get an ability. And same with like the shields. Sometimes even though you'll have one that'll have really good stats, you'll want to stick with another older one because there are different abilities you can have. And it depends on your current hackitude. If your hackitude is high enough, you can use the skill that is attached to it. And like there are some that really make a lot of sense, like say for Alyssa here, the teamwork, when she has that, she's able to use her ability, like combine with other characters and use their one hype bar to use special abilities, again, kind of like Chrono Trigger. And even though it's not the best shield, it's something you kind of want to keep around just for that. Alright, so let's get on with this investigation to clear her name. I talked to all these folks because so you don't have to. Also because there's a bug where sometimes it'll keep talking. I don't know how to even recreate it, but there are times where like you'll start talking and it'll keep talking. Alright, let's check out the scene of the crime. They just left the body there, sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all I needed to find over here. Now we need to head to his office. Look at his planner. Yeah, so he says we took care of everything over here. So now we head over to the east part of town. I can't leave over here. What was in the east I was supposed to check? Maybe it was the... Oh, the hotel. Yeah, I have to check the hotel because I have to get a sample of something from the hotel room that was unlocked. I have to talk to this guy first. So you can talk over here and find out about the person who was in there. Sounds familiar to her because she already knows it, but for those who didn't, there's a woman who was also at the agency with Alyssa. She was her rival, and now she is her enemy. That's the thing, though. It really kind of forces you to follow these steps in this murder investigation. And it's kind of disappointing when we've had games like Danganronpa where it was like, okay, you don't have to follow the exact steps, but you do have to collect all these items to make it happen. And so even though we have access to the tech lab from the very beginning, I wouldn't be able to take anything there until I've gotten all of it. Even though that access terminal is there, you can't actually get the card to look at the thing until you've followed the right steps. It's just a little annoying, especially since in an earlier segment, there was another thing where you had to follow certain steps to get ready and go. And one of them was you were preparing for a party, and you had to get the invitation to the party, and had to get a dress, and had to make your way over there. And what ended up happening was I went through the steps to get the items, and I didn't actually ever get the dress. I got the coin and gave it to the guy that would have made sure I would get the dress. But when I took it to the tailor just kind of was like, hey, let me know if you need anything. And Alyssa kept going, oh yeah, I'm good. So, yeah. Before, we can't just immediately leave, we have to check the garbage over here. If you had kept investigating, like, the other people would have said, hey, there was something in the trash that she threw away. So now we can go over here and we can finally get the card to access the terminals. I really like the character designs in this. It's a very cute game. Okay, so now that we have the freedom to finally leave town, I'm going to show you kind of like one of the optional areas you can visit. My characters are pretty strong, and I am playing on one of the easier of difficulty levels, not like playing on hard, so we should have no problem taking care of the situation. Oh, yeah, I have to go up through here. Once you've been in an area once, you can actually walk through the outside part of it. I mean, if you want to, you can enter it and just exit the other way, but that's easier. Now, we're supposed to go to the left, but we're going to go to the right over here and see two things that are possible. Like, over here, this is a... Come on. There we go. This is the Newburger whole, like, operations front and dining hall and things like that. And over here is where you'll be able to eventually recruit this guy. You can tell if it's somebody who can be recruited because they will have an actual name, they will look a little different. So here he's saying, oh, he wants to have a real challenge as a chef, and how you're going to get that challenge for him is you're going to have to find him a special mushroom. Now, it's on this very planet, it's very easy to get. I'll show you where it is once we get to that point. But first, we're going to go recruit an optional spy. This is one of those extra little dungeons you can explore and visit. It gives us a chance to look at the battle system. So what happens here is every character has skills equipped. You can have 8 of them. You also have items, and these, they're one-time use, but you can they recharge after every battle, which is nice. So once you get Shield Breaker once, you have it forever. Same with Elixir. There are certain like little side quests you can find, or just like hidden items you can get and use. And here we have different abilities, like because she has the shield, it lets her unite. She could do a burst with Orson right now, or she can do a burst with Psybe. Neither of these are really anything we want at the moment, so I'm not going to bother with it. The enemies, you can kind of take a look over here and it'll show you, okay, it's weak to fire and to earth. And we'll go ahead and use a piercing attack because she doesn't have fire or earth. Now, Psybe, he has some unusual abilities. He's the bard of the group, so like he has a rebirth song that can automatically regenerate health, a pain song, and then that'll be added to the turn order if those are sung. When you use up an ability, unless it says that you can reuse it like the digest, you have to use the recharge ability to get things back. Now since these are weak against earth, we'll have him use Earthquake. Now with Orson, I should have actually gone in and readjusted his skills before I put him in the party. I forgot because he joined at kind of a higher level and he already has a bunch of skills learned. Since we have, that's wind attack, you know, we'll just go ahead and use wind attack right now. He's basically a mage, which is very handy, but he has a lot of things that are good. So now, since I used laser, I can't use that again. Now, this character here that I'm fighting, since it's below half of its health, I can use Final Blow, and it should do double, yes it did do double damage. So, no new abilities from him leveling up. what I'm going to do is we're going to get Orson set up over here because he needs some better skills. Okay, we want Meteor, because that's really good. We'll leave Spear of Luck on him for right now. We'll take off Accuse because I'm not really going to be bothering with healing that. Here we go. We want Blizzard because, I mean, you want to have Wind and Ice. Anything that can deal 2 different types of elemental damage is absolutely awesome. Let's see. We're going to take off Gumshoe, and we're going to put on Gravity Blast. That's really good against spectral enemies. I'll leave Chant on for right now. I almost want to leave Tempest there. Let me double check. You know, I'm going to use Lightning Bolt, just so that I don't have one of that element, and he only has Rest there right now. So, like, say if I were to go over to Psybe, I could take a look and see what his skills are. He has Unified Offense as a Rest skill, and Defense. Some characters only get 1 Rest skill, like Lauren is one of them, Orson is another, but then there are characters you can kind of tell are meant to do more than just attack, and they'll have extra ones. Like, say, Alyssa, she has a couple different Rest skills. She can use Vigilance that can help regain style, Rally that can heal the party, but yeah, okay, enough with that. So let's go see this guy that we could end up recruiting. Endymion, going, hey, I got a task for you, the Hologram Knight's there, so you gotta go fight the Hologram Knight. First, let's get the rock holster, and we'll put that on there. What happens in this game is, if you die, it isn't always technically the end, you'll just have negative health for a time. Let's go ahead and put that on there just in case. There's no sort of advantage thing really that I've noticed. We'll wait and we'll do Typhoon when we have. So you'll do more damage once you get the 2nd bar or 3rd bar. You'll see on there there's like little blocks underneath there. And you deal additional damage once you've got that completely full. We'll go ahead and sing the Pain song. Nothing happens right away, but again, he's like, there's another heroine, Arete, I think it's, I don't know how it's pronounced, but she has drone with her, and the drone will attack on its own turn. So, okay, these guys, so water and earth, and this ice qualifies as water, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so now Alyssa is going to have the Pain Song wiped out the one enemy. So since we have she's doing pretty well, we're going to use the Typhoon. They're going to be weak against that. She's going to be dealing extra damage. That wipes them all out immediately. So let's keep on moving. None of the extra dungeons I've seen so far are very long or intensive. It's fairly easy to kind of just rush through and get things done. So, okay, yeah. Let's have him sing the Pain song. What I have noticed is once you start doing certain things, you kind of get into a groove. Like, I always will have him sing the Pain song when there's more than 2 or 3 enemies. Just kind of have things ready. Where is he? You know what? I shouldn't have taken off the other. There. That's fine. Okay. And also, after every battle, they'll be back to their full health because of the mode I'm on, so. Alright, she's hyper, we'll have her use water and everything. Hopefully, yep, took everything out. Again, it is more difficult than it seems. I'm just playing on an easy level, so that way we can kind of zip through this and I can show you as much of Cosmic Star Heroine as possible. So here we've got a Hologram Knight that we're facing to get the reward. So it's weak to water, weak to wind, weak to fire. Last time I played this, I took it out very quickly. Nothing digested. Now he's stunned, so he won't be able to do anything. One thing, it is pretty strong right away initially, but yeah, there we go. That didn't take too long. No new abilities. Got the research papers. Stuff we can't interact with at all, but some of the assets over here in this area, in this lab, are very familiar if you went through the planet Rumu. So, or Romu, or whatever. The ant planet. When you went to the ant planet, you saw devices like this. Okay, so he's going to get his research. Now, since I'm playing on the easiest difficulty level at the moment, I don't really need that extra experience. But just to show, once you have him, battle experience plus 10%. We're just going to leave that because I like having the extra robotic enemy damage. And let's get back to what we're actually supposed to be doing, which is continuing our investigation of the missing person. So here's the waterfall area. It's very, he is right, it is very pretty. A lot of the environments here are absolutely gorgeous, lots of details. The character design is really good. I'm hoping that we'll get far enough where you can actually see one of the animated cutscenes too, because those are pretty great. Sometimes you get a description of interesting things, like there was an enemy earlier that was cactus head. Looked kind of similar, not quite. Now this is lettuce head, so there's a nice little callback for us. Usually that is a weaker attack. It's nice to have the stun and vulnerable on there. I haven't really needed to recharge yet because none of the battles have gone long enough, but eventually I'm sure we'll get to that point. There are different little paths you can see over here. Whenever you have a path that doesn't go where you're supposed to, it leads you to more equipment and items, so you always want to explore whenever possible. Is there anything else over? Yeah, there we go. Let's see what the spark shield has. I don't know if it'd be worth equipping it, but... Why did I grab 2 steel shields? I don't know. Ooh, that's pretty nice. What I think I'll do is I'll show you one of the teamwork attacks, and then we'll go ahead and look at get her a better shield. And I'm gonna put that other. Oh, yeah. So this is another glitch that sometimes happens when you try to go in to do something. It shows up like that. If I go back, there we go. It's fine now. Okay. Meteors. I could have sworn there was a... There we go, Tempest, that's much better. Let's put Anvil Drop on there. How strong we are, I'm not going to need that healing ability anyway. So there's a lot of winding here. It kind of is reminiscent of the old Final Fantasy games, but this part here, this is very Chrono Trigger right now. So this is a mercenary who he was hunting you down and was a boss at one point, and you defeat him. Then when things go bad on that same planet, because he's a bounty hunter, the two of you join forces because he wants the money, you just want to do good. So now a similar situation is going to arise. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. He's a great guy, not going to even try it. Think of him as being kind of like a Saiyan, I don't know. Since I can't pronounce his name, that's Vegeta joined the party. Okay, we have Vegeta. We're gonna adjust his abilities, because... Okay, he's very barbaric. A lot of his attacks do tons of damage. Now, we don't need any kind of healing whatsoever because we're super strong, so we'll put the ice damage. Also, a lot of his attacks have a side effect, where even though you'll be doing tons of damage, it's going to hurt him or it's going to cause him trouble. So, freezing touch, ice damage may stun, cornered beast. His health is not going to be getting low, so. Let's see, mincemeat, we'll do that, that's handy. Desperate is where you end up going to negative health. Again, that's not going to be happening with this little playthrough right here. No, we'll just go with Snow Breath. We'll load him up with ice attacks. And physical attacks, I think that should be fine. Let me double check and make sure there's nothing else that we would really want. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So we've got Grimace with us, we've got an ant, and we have Vegeta, and we're gonna go try and save kidnapped people. And fight these fish. Pain Song. Let's do Sub-Zero. Let's do a standard. Well, actually, they're pretty strong. Yeah, we'll do more than standard. Okay, he's camping. Let them do their worst. Okay, so now we're going to have her use one of the special skills. Harmony, Science Loop. So the enemies are going to survive, so we're not going to do that. You know what? Yeah, what the hey, we'll do that. Why not? Hey, it didn't survive. We don't lose health. Good for us. Okay, so he's poisoned. Because these are organic enemies, this will do more damage. Plus, he's hyper, so... Yeah, this one, we'll try and, that should be more than enough to trigger extra damage. Let's see if he can beat that. Yep. He's very weak physically, but he's really good for his other area attacks and things like that, so. For the style, if you have a burst attack, you can consume all that for extra damage. At least that's what I've noticed. Now, because these are incredibly fast, you can see in the turn order they're going to get to each go twice. They're weak to wind, so we'll use Tempest. We'll use water, even though they're not weak to it. We're going to give Alyssa a better shield since, I mean, now I already showed you how teamwork works. Let's go ahead and give her the Spark Shield. She's not strong enough to use Divine Bolt. Her Hackitude isn't high enough, but... Now, this I just wanted to show. Vegeta has a very nice cape, and it increases his physique. So we'll go ahead and we'll put that on Psybe. Book of Poems. Don't really feel like fighting that. I think I can just go past without fighting that group. No, I have to fight them. Money that I don't need. Really, the only thing you need to buy is equipment, which is shields and weapons for particular characters. And if you're not really using certain characters, you don't have to bother with them. Like, I never use Alyssa's cousin to the point where I don't remember what her cousin's name is right now. The last time I used him, there was a quest for him, like a little side quest, because during the game you can go back to your ship and you can talk to the people that you've recruited. And when I went to talk to him, he said, hey, that the police department, because he's an officer, wanted him to come back for some reason. So I went ahead and I shouldn't have attacked that. Oh well. So I had him go back, and the whole police station was Resident Evil'd up, complete with like little side things like puzzles that involve music and putting jewels in statues' eyes. Maybe he could defeat that? I'm not sure. Ooh, that was close. Where's something that's like a range attack? The only problem is sometimes things you just can't get close enough to really do damage to everything, even though it does have that range attack there. And so far, the only character I've seen that has a really great attack that hits everything is Alyssa. There is a great electricity attack that the robot Clark has, and it gradually builds in power as you keep using it in battle. But then it's really only effective against bosses or very, very large groups because you have to keep them charging so you can keep using it. We're not going to equip any of those abilities. Eventually, the Vegeta alien will stay for good, and you can recruit another spy by having him in your party by going to talk to him. That happens in a couple instances, like on the initial planet there's a dancing robot, and if you take Clark over there to talk to that dancing robot, he'll just like be so impressed he'll join your party. Oh goodness, speed against snow. Magic is usually only great against ghosts. I haven't used any of the shield special attacks yet. We'll go ahead and we'll use a program. So over here, because she has the shield equipped and her Hackitude is high enough, she could use Zap or Lightning Bolt. Alright, Psybe is ready to go. We'll use a Sonic Scream. That took care of him. This reminds me of The Legend of Mana. Doesn't it just kind of, oh, we're just going to walk over this tree bridge thing. It looks super familiar. There is a treasure chest there. I have not figured out how to get there. I don't know. It's probably something good. Maybe one day. Not today. So here's basically the boss of an area. There's always one of these over here at the very end. We'll go ahead and we'll do this even though it's not that strong. Oh, it didn't inflict the weaken knockout. Huh, okay. Well, we'll do a pain song to get that guaranteed damage every turn. We'll have some mincemeat. Or some chance. Okay, so since she's doing pretty well, I think we'll deal with the pacifist smash. Alright, both digest. Let's try. It looks like it's weak to ice. Yep, there we go. It did stun that. Okay, go with a blizzard. Final blow. We'll just go ahead and have him go with relentless for now. Anvil drop. And let's have Typhoon. The natural, beautiful wildlife was trying to kill us. Yeah, see, Cybe knows what's up. So does Vegeta. So just shut it, Grimace, okay? You're a ghost. These things can't even really hurt you anyway. Alright, so remember I told you earlier there was that burger company corporation, and you needed the mushroom to recruit that one spy there? Well, if you go over here into this optional dungeon, you'll be able to get that mushroom. I hate how they're just far away enough from each other where you can't do the double attack on them. Okay, we'll just take care of the one first, and then we'll go after the other. No, he's not hyper yet. We'll just go with the Anvil. So some people do need a little bit of healing. I'm going to go ahead and do that. It refreshes her abilities. It gives people a little bit of health. Not enough to really make a big difference. You know, if we're going to end the song, we'll use the crescendo. Again, that heals the party then. Okay, so now he's hyper. We're going to use gravity blast and the one that hasn't taken much damage just yet. So now she's back to normal. Do the standard attack. He needs to recharge. We'll set you to auto attack. Is it half? Oh yeah, it's more than half down. I always like to save that because you want to have... Oh, it's not worth it at this point. She's going to be dead probably before the pain song would really help. Yeah. Okay, so that's gone. And here is the mushroom we needed. So next time we go past that place, we can end up recruiting that chef. I don't think now we can adjust... Yeah, everybody is temporarily locked. Normally, if you're just kind of on a planet, you can cycle through your other characters and have whoever you want, which is a nice feature. Comes up to examine. You really have to kind of be on top of things to see. Dungeons can occasionally have a little bit of a gimmick, like the last dungeon, you had to collect batteries. Oh, I guess we're not going to have the gimmick, or at least not yet. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to stop them. Alright, let's go ahead and put that on her. I guess that door was probably... Oh no, it wasn't locked. Okay, just guess going the long way around got you something. Okay, so water and earth. You know what? I think... Really? No. Oh, yeah, because it's defending. Of course not. We'll just have everybody else. We charge them too. Take care of that. We want to get rid of him in case he would decide to maybe summon something else. Hyper gets that done. Maybe that'll finish him off? There we go. Okay, we're not going to end up going to that right now. What we're going to do instead is we're going to head down, we're going to talk to some people around the ship, just kind of give a little tour. So this is pause. Oh, and that's Sue over here. So that's kind of her hint that, hey, maybe we should wink, wink, nod, nod, go there so I can make my journey and get something. There's an infirmary. The ship isn't that big, but there are signs around to kind of help you out and on your way. This regularly updates with extra stuff. It's very handy. Now, even though I'm going to take Chan to go get her extra ability, we don't really need... That is something separate than actual weapons. Yeah, oh, Finn, that's the guy I don't like. Yeah. So, do I really need to buy anything? Yeah, we'll just buy something for everybody. Sure, everybody gets something. Okay. Anything good in shields? Okay, there are different floors. There's a crew deck, a lower deck. Over here, there's a mess hall, there's a dorm, bar, observation deck. Engineering shuttle, a server room. If you go to the server room, the computer will helpfully remind you that you're nowhere near being able to succeed. That never changes, though, even if you do get a lot of other people on your crew and things like that. So, I mean, can you really trust it? Can we trust computers? Oh, and also another bug. This guy, I didn't recruit him on the one town, but he has showed up in my ship like I did recruit him. Alright, so we're gonna go to the planets. Go here. We're gonna skip the cutscene because we don't really need to see that. The ship going down. Alright, let's change our party. We're gonna put Chan back in there because we need her. We're gonna put Sue. Even though I like the ant, I want to keep Vegeta with us. I mean, it's Vegeta or the ant, and clearly there's a winner. Alright, let's take Chan to that trial. So we're going to be fighting some cats with spears. That's the whole Gunmancy trial. In retrospect, it probably would have been better to bring Orson, because he does have the stuff to do damage to ghosts, but I wasn't thinking of that. we'll use a sniper. I'm going to try and defeat all the mirages at about the same time, because it kind of gave the hint of, okay, if the ones are vanished, then it's going to get stronger, and we don't really want to deal with that. Ooh, shoot, he's negative. Shoot. Didn't really want that to happen to him. I should have something that could revive him, though. So I think I have to actually wait for him to die before I could revive him. Okay, let's just put him on auto attack for now. Oh, now he's dead. Okay. So, sniper. Okay. Shoot, I thought, who had the healing thing? Obviously nobody I have. Let's see if there's a one healing thing. Well, it wasn't an issue, I guess. Okay, so let's go to her abilities. Oh, that wasn't that good. Well, yeah, we'll put Unleash on there. Alright, so that looks good. Let's go get that one guy we saw earlier. Now that we have that ghost, sure, he has to like us. So let's see what he has to do for us. So all of our health goes up, which is nice, but again, I like the robotic vein. I think that's a pretty good stopping point for us today. So this was Cosmic Star Heroine. It is available right now for the PlayStation 4 and the PC. If I remember right, it is currently cross-buy for the PlayStation 4, even though the Vita version isn't out yet. If you buy the PlayStation 4 version, you will get that one as well. I'm pretty sure it's also coming to the Xbox One, but again, just it isn't out yet. I thought that was one of the things in the Kickstarter. But yeah, it's a very good game by the same guy who did Breath of Death and Cthulhu Saves the World's Void games. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. It's definitely a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed my time with it. It almost just feels like it goes by too quickly because it is that good. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.